Hey, what is up YouTube, and welcome back to episode 2 of my Let's Play Satisfactory series. Now, in today's episode, I actually already recorded this episode, but I had some sound issues, so I'm re-recording it, and that's why I have some stuff here that is unlocked, but don't worry guys, we'll go through it one by one. So to start off, in last episode we unlocked these, where are they, these constructor smelting machines, and now I've also unlocked the miner machine. So let's go ahead and place those down, and I can actually show you how this works. So first of all, I'm going to place two of those melting machines right next to each other, and that is because one will be for iron and one will be for copper. So what we can do is we can access the interface and we can select the recipe that we want to produce. So this one will be for iron, and then this one right next to it will be for copper ingot. Now these machines require some power to function. So what we can do is we can place down a power pole. Actually, I'm going to place two down, and we have these biomass burner connected to our hub, which will be producing the power. So what we do is we connect these guys together, the power lines to the biofuel, and we have to put in some biomass to produce the power. So what we do is we have these these plants that grow around the world. We simply pick them up like so, just pick them up. So grab a few, and then we just put them into the biomass burner, and those will produce power. Now one thing to notice regarding the power poles is that you can only connect 3 cables to one power pole, so you have to kind of be work around it. If you want to connect several machines together, you have to have more power poles to connect everything together. So let's connect everything up, and now what's going to happen is, now if we are to place some iron into the smelter, it will produce some iron ingots. Now I did go ahead in tier 0, I think we were stuck somewhere around here, hub 3, and I unlocked this to get access to the conveyor belts, right? And the conveyor belts, what they allow us to do is to connect these machines together. So let's go back here. Now with the hub upgrade level 5, we gain access to the mining machines, and these mining machines are actually a replacement for the manual the other miners that we have. These actually, as you can see, they lock on to the nodes, right, the building nodes. So what I'll do is I can actually rotate this to face the correct way, place it down, and this mining machine will also, as long as it's connected to the power and there is some space to put the iron ore onto, for example conveyor belts, they will continuously mine. So what we do is we connect the conveyor belt from here to our smelting machines, and I also need to connect it to a power pole. Now this guy is already connected to 3 power poles, so I can't connect this guy to... oh, actually we can. Alright, never mind. Oh, so 4 is the maximum. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, so 4 connection is the maximum that you can connect to a single power pole, so we can't connect more than this to this line. So this guy is now connected, and he's mining the iron ore and placing it automatically into onto the belt, which will then feed into the smelting machine, which is producing the ingots. Now what we can do then is use these construction machines. These are actually quite big, and that's where it becomes tricky to see where you're placing the machine. So one thing I did is, if we actually climb onto the hub, it makes it much easier to place down the machines, and we can see these blue lines are actually indicating if the things are if the devices, if the machines are aligned or not. And I'm sorry, I don't know if you can actually hear it, if it shows up in the video, but there's a thunderstorm outside, so yeah, that's a bit of background noise there. Sorry about that. Alright, so now we can connect the smelter to the construction machine, and in the same way we can actually tell him what we want to produce. So this machine will be producing iron plates, so we don't have to craft them anymore, and we also need to connect this to a power pole. So what I'll do is place another power pole down here, and then we can connect these two together like so, and then this guy will be producing the iron plates. And this is where the automation part of the game begins, right? We have all these machines that are producing which are producing resources for us, which is pretty cool. Oh, and you can see here these huge flying birds. They look so cool. I wonder if you can like jump onto one at some point. I'll have to try it. That would be fun. Alright, so I did set up another mining drill onto the copper node that we had back there, and this is my conveyor, and now I just have to connect this guy down to here. We can actually stretch these conveyor belts very far. It's pretty impressive. So let's place one here, connect this up to this machine, and then we can do the same here, set up this machine to produce copper ingot. And as you can also see, the lights are indicating if the machine is running or if it's missing ingredients, or it will be red if there is no power, right? So this one, don't know if you can see it from here, but it's actually not connected to any power cable, so I'm going to set up a power pole. Let's see if I can reach. Oh, we have a run out of power. This guy is full, right? So okay, so what I'll do is place an additional power pole here. I need to remove this power line, connect this power cable to this, and then I can connect this up here and then connect this to my copper drill back there. So let's go this way. There we go. Now I believe, as you can see, all my machines are turned off right now. All the power lines are red. That is because the biomass burner don't have any fuel anymore. Let's see. Do I still have anything I can burn? I have some more wood. And that's about it. So I need to go gather more plants. Let me be right back. Alright, so this is now connected. I did have some more iron ore in my inventory, so let's put it into this machine. And now I can set up the second constructor next to this guy, like so. Connect them up, like so. And also connect the power line. There we go. And now I can set this guy up to produce some wires. Alright guys, so the factories are currently running. There was one additional thing that I showed you in the corrupted sound file, and that is we actually now unlocked access to limestone, so we can actually scan for that patch too. And there's now a limestone patch down here. It's really close, and I actually placed down some miners onto the limestone patch, and this simply produce some limestone, and limestone is required to produce some concrete. I'll show you this in a minute. Let me go back to base. Alright, so gaining access to the limestone allows us to produce some concrete, and concrete is another one of these ingredients needed to unlock the next tiers. And as you can see, the next tiers are actually quite expensive to unlock, so that's where we actually have to start automating things so that we gain access to those. We don't have to craft those by hand. As you can see, 300 copper cable is quite a lot, and if we keep going, you can see that some require even more complex some more complex recipes to unlock the next tiers. So what I'll do now is jump back backwards in time to where it was in the video and just keep on with the episode. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright guys, so I've gathered the resources required for this next upgrade. So let's go ahead and upgrade this hub. There we go. Let's see. Oh, we have something new then. Let's go and see what that is.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Building Miner Mark 1. Building Storage Container. Hub feature Additional Biomass Burner.
Alright.
10th objective. Complete hub upgrade 6. Note, there are no notes.
Alright, so we have another biomass burner, so we can actually produce more power. And let's see, what do we need for the next upgrade. The same ingredients but in bigger quantities. So yeah, it doesn't matter. I've gathered the resources to get the next hub upgrade, which will actually give us a biomass burner, which we can then connect to the network to produce more power. And we can also produce some biomass. It says biomass burner and vehicles can use it for power. Biomass is much more energy efficient than raw biological matter. So we can actually produce biomass to put into the biomass burners to produce even more power. So let's, and also there's a space elevator. This says requires deliveries of special project parts to complete phase of project assembly. Completing phases in the space elevator will unlock new tiers in the hub terminal. Alright, so let's unlock this, put the resources inside, and upgrade the hub. Nice. I heard something blew up.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Building Space Elevator. Building Biomass Burner. Part Biomass. Motivational message. Congratulations, you succeeded in every provided task. On behalf of Fixit Incorporated, I thank you for your current and future service. Additional knowledge. The hub terminal has been converted to give access to milestones there to ensure you progress along Fixit-approved protocols.
Oh.
Note, future developments should be aimed at constructing the space elevator and, as such, initiating project assembly. Good luck.
Okay, so she now wants us to build a space elevator, and we got an addition here to our hub. Is that something we can interact with? Let's see. Let's get up there and see what it does. Nothing new here, nothing new there. Alright, let's go up. Nope, doesn't look like it. So we can now build a space elevator apparently. Let's see. Conveyor poles, biomass, special. Oh, it's a space elevator. And this requires a lot of iron rods and a lot of copper cables. So need to be continuing to produce them. And let's see what... Oh, now we have access to a whole new tier of production. And we can select between different types of resources that we unlock. Okay, so this is very interesting. Oh, we have a chainsaw, side biofuel, more inventory slots. Interesting, very interesting. Alright. Is there anything else in tier 1? Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, we have tier 1 and tier 2 now. With base building stuff, we can build foundations for a factory, or even a lookout tower. More splitter stuff. And then some more machines. Oh, that's very interesting. Alright then. Alright guys, so I hope that this wasn't too confusing for you. Me jumping back and forth in time, but this is now where we are currently at with the game. So this has turned off, I believe. Turn it on because we ran out of biofuel. Now what's the next step into the game here? So first of all, I think if we look at the power consumption, max consumption is 26 megawatts and production is at 26 megawatts. So we are consuming all the power that we are able to produce. So if we want to continue adding additional factories to the base, we have to also build more biomass generators, right? And additionally, for the next upgrades, let's have a look here. So we can either go for base building, which also requires like 200 concrete. I'm not crafting this by hand. I'm going to set up a factory to produce concrete. We're already producing the iron plates, and I need also a small factory to start producing iron rods. So that's what I'll start doing, is start adding factories to produce concrete and iron rods. So first of all, biomass generators. These, oh, I can already build them. I'm going to place I'm already running out of space here. Let's place them down this way. Let's put them here, a bit away. Let's put one down. And these guys need to be also connected to the power line. Now again, we have to be a bit creative with the power lines because they are all continuously running low on connections. So let's connect this up here and this to this guy, and we can also already put some fuel into this and start producing some of that. I might consider adding a factory to produce some biofuel. That would be nice too. So let's look at our power consumption right now, and we are now producing much more than we are consuming, which is nice. So what I'll do is add another miner down here, place it this way, and this guy will be also smelting the ore into iron cubes. I forgot the name already. Iron ingots, that's the name. And then transforming the iron ingot into rods. Alright guys, so as you can see, more progress has been made. What I've done here is I've added this constructor, which is converting leaves into this biomass, which we can then use to power the biomass generator or the burners. You can, if you right click on a stack, it actually cuts the stack in two, and then you can just shift click to move the items into the furnace, right, into the machine. So I've added two more biomass burners here on the side, which you can also supply with biomass. And I've also set up this here, so where we had the limestone patch, I've set up a miner on the patch, and this is converting the limestone directly into concrete. I also have this machine right here on the side, which I'm feeding manually at the moment, which is helping me produce concrete. And now I just have to wait for the components to be built so that we can actually unlock the next tier of research. Let's see here, base building. Yeah, I need 200 concrete to unlock this level 1 of base building, which gives us access to foundations. And also, if you read the tooltip, it says provide a flat floor to build your factory on. Buildings on top of the foundation are adjusted to a grid to make it easier to line them up to each other. So this is actually quite useful. It helps us line up our factories when we build them into the foundations. So this is what I'll be working towards right now. And then also something that looks interesting to me is this obstacle clearing, which requires a chainsaw. Which gives us a chainsaw, which we can then use to cut down trees. And we can also build solid fuel, which is a more efficient solid biomass. So that's also something that I'm looking forward to. Okay guys, so I've gathered the ingredients required to unlock base building in tier 1. So let's unlock this milestone. Oh, and we get a fancy new launch port button. Let's see what that does.
Milestone reached. You have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure and improved overview. Building these will provide a grid for more advanced organizing and sectioning of your factory.
Cool. Alright, so this is what that was about. It's like a spaceship that goes sends the resources up to base, and now we have access to foundation, so we can actually start setting up a real base. That's pretty cool. So to build the base, I'd like to find a huge flat space that we can build our base on, because this current terrain is a bit chaotic with stuff going up and down everywhere. So let's see. I think this down here would be a nice flat space, right? Let's see here. Yeah, this looks promising. I think I could use this terrain to set up my base here. It's rather close to the iron and the copper patch, and the limestone patch is right here. So yeah, I'll set up my base in this general area here, right here. Wow, look at this, guys. So this is a view from our base from up on this cliffside. It's actually it looks so cool. Look at this terrain. We have this huge flat landmass right here, which we can use to build the base. So yeah, I'll be building it right here next to the base, not actually that far away. And we have more ore nodes right this way, which you can also use. Now I don't know about this this here in the middle. It looks like some toxic terrain. Yeah, we'll see about that. But in any case, guys, that's all the time I've got for you today. If you have any tips or comments regarding this episode, please let me know in the comment section down below. And in any case, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.